Hello, welcome to our channel. It's been forever since we filmed a YouTube video, like years, so good time to catch up. And I'm organizing what will be the future baby's room. It's a mess in here, as you can see, so I thought it would be a good time to chit chat. Yeah, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, I'm pregnant. I don't know if you can see my little bump. I'm 13 weeks today or yesterday, so almost out of the first trimester, thank goodness. First trimester has been terrible. Okay, I'm not gonna say terrible. It's been the same as it was with our first baby, which was just nausea and exhaustion constantly, which you kind of like forget that that's how it is after the fact. But yeah, I'm glad that it's finally over. It seems like as soon as you hit like the 13-week mark, all of it just goes away. So yes, I'm glad that is behind me now. And looking forward to like all the baby stuff to come. This video will probably come out before we announce the gender, so I can't say too much, but I'm going through all of our first baby's stuff to see what I can keep and what I can't keep for the new baby. And we bought honestly a lot of gender neutral stuff when we had the first baby, thinking like we wanted to keep it for when we had more. But yeah, we started trying on our honeymoon, which was in April. We went to Botswana for our honeymoon on safari, and we had said that we were either going to start trying like right after or during. So we decided to start trying like while we were actually there. And I came home, took a pregnancy test. It said negative. I got kind of like bummed out about it because long story short, my like cycles were all over the place. So I didn't know if the tracker was right that I was using. I was using like a period tracker app, and I didn't know how accurate it was. But so the first test was negative, but it was a test from Dollar Tree, which Dollar Tree tests work just as good as regular tests, but I don't think they can predict as far in advance as like the like name brands like Clear Blue and stuff. So I decided to go get a different test and came home a few days later, took that, and it said positive, it said pregnant. And it just so happened that same day Terrence was leaving to go out of town for work, and so my mom was here, and I didn't want to tell him and my mom at the same time. I wanted to like tell him, like just him and I together. And I had already ordered the shirt for Romy that says in my big sister era, so I wanted to surprise him that way. But since my mom was already here, I decided to wait until he got back from his work trip, and she was not here. So I had to wait a couple of days for him to get back, and then I was finally able to tell him, and I surprised him just by saying, like getting Romy dressed in her outfit, and then I told her to go surprise daddy, or go show daddy what she had on. So it was cute, and he was surprised, but not like too surprised, because he knew we were trying. So yeah, happy times. So that was in April, and we didn't announce it until like on social media and stuff until last week. And it was kind of a lot sooner than the first announcement. But I think like with your second baby, or at least for me, I just felt more comfortable announcing it sooner. And everyone that like we wanted to tell personally knew by that point. So that's our main concern. We just wanted everyone that we wanted to tell personally to know first, and then we would tell everyone, like announce it on social media later. So yeah, Romy's gonna be a big sister. We wanted them to be around 2 years apart, and by that time it'll be December, late December, early January, and so they'll be about 2.5 years apart at that point. And I think she's gonna be a good big sister because she loves her little babies, and she loves like covering them up and putting blankets on them and giving them kisses, and she already kisses my stomach all the time now that we told her there's a baby in there. So yeah, I'm just excited to see her as a big sister. but I'm a little bit nervous about having 2 kids just because having a toddler by itself is a lot. And having a toddler while pregnant is a lot. So it's so much harder than being pregnant without having any kids. Like obviously I knew it would be, but it's just, yeah, you don't realize it until you're in that situation. But most of all, we're excited and just looking forward to what the future has to bring. So that's for the good news. The bad news, or not bad news, but just not so great news, is I got laid off very suddenly, unexpected, and not happy about it. I mean, I don't think anyone would be happy about being laid off, but so it just happened like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks today, pretty much. I had been on a vacation a couple of days, and I came back the last day, or I came back after my vacation and was told that my job was being outsourced. And so I had like 5 days left of work. So not the best news to come off of vacation to. And then, like I said, I was not expecting it at all. So I was pretty pissed off about it. And then just the way that my job handled everything wasn't the greatest either. As far as like severance packages and, you know, giving me such short notice of the layoff, all those things. But everything, as cliche as it sounds, everything happens for a reason. And all you can really do is move forward. So yeah, I'm kind of looking for a job. I mean, I'm looking for another job now, but at the same time, I'm pregnant. So if I do get another job, I'll have to go on maternity leave in 6 months, which isn't, you know, the best thing to tell the job when you're getting hired. I know you don't have to disclose that information, but I just feel like it's kind of shady not to, and it probably would be looked down upon after the fact, you know, if you hide it completely, because at some point you have to tell them. So yeah, that's just like an iffy situation. And then as far as FMLA goes and like maternity leave, they don't have to give you don't get FMLA until you've been with a company for 12 months. So obviously I won't have been with a company for 12 months at that point. So they just put me in a very difficult situation to figure out. Luckily, I was able to get on Terrence's insurance, so that's not an issue. But just the whole job searching situation is. And then I'm a nurse, so I don't want to take a position. I've been working remotely for 7 years, so obviously that's what I'm used to. And I don't want to take a position where I'd rather have something remote, but I definitely don't want to take a position that I'm going to be like dragging myself through the mud and like completely exhausting myself when I'm going to be pregnant, you know, and I'm just going to get more pregnant from here. So that's another hurdle that we're trying to figure out. So yeah, I will keep you updated on how the job search goes, but right now I'm spending all of my extra time getting ready for the baby, and I'm able to get more sleep at night because my old job was at night. So I'm able to sleep at night now and spend more time with Romy, and it's honestly been a little bit of a blessing because my old job was stressing me out anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna make the most of a bad situation. So I almost forgot to share the other good, exciting news, which is I decided that I'm going to go back to school. As I said, I am a RN, so I was reading a text message. I'm an RN, so I'm going back to school to get my master's to be a nurse practitioner. I decided this before all the job stuff happened because, like I said, I was kind of like getting burnt out and didn't know like what direction to go in. So yeah, I signed up for online school. It'll be 2 years, and then I'll graduate, take the tests, all that good stuff. So yeah, it'll be something else to take up some of my free time that I have now. So I kind of feel like the universe is trying to tell me something as far as, you know, getting laid off, and maybe I just need to put my focus elsewhere. So I'm excited about that. I start in like a week and a half, the beginning of July. So that'll be fun. And I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't been in school in 10 years. I graduated in 2014, so it's been a while. So I have to get back into like the swing of things, and I kind of despise writing, and I think my first course is like writing intensive. So it's gonna be fun, but a learning process for sure. And it'll be interesting trying to juggle that and being a mom and being pregnant. So a lot of stuff, a lot of new things happening now, which is exciting. I kind of like keeping it new and fresh and change, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, since I have a lot more time on my hands now, I hope to make a lot more YouTube videos and just get on here more often, keep you guys updated with pregnancy and Romy and just life in general, job search, all that good stuff. And we'll be transforming this room hopefully soon. It won't be looking like this when the baby comes. We've got a lot to do, a lot of more to organize. And I just found all these tiny little diapers from when Romy was a baby. Oh my God, they're so tiny. We kept, as you can see, I kept like everything. Just because I knew that like there was no point in throwing it away. So thankfully I did, because like I don't know if we'll need to buy any more newborn diapers. So yeah, gonna finish going through all this stuff, and I'll keep you guys posted on anything else that comes up. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.